we're getting ever closer to Avatar: The Way of the Water, and okay,
The
so
way
we
of
got a new
water.
trailer. What did I
You
say?
you said the way of the water. I don't know. That's just
Of the
semantics.
Way of
I saw
Water.
the pop-ups in the movie theater. That looked,
I don't know. I'm not any more excited for this. Although I will say, getting an endorsement from Guillermo del Toro is that's a good one to get. He's saying that James Cameron is a master at the top of his craft
wow.
right now, because he's actually seen it, and
Mm.
that's okay. I respect him because I happen to think he's a master who's at the top of his craft. I saw was it Midnight Alley last year, and just the textures that he put in there. I mean, it was a sensual experience, and it wasn't even in 3D. So for
Mm.
him to be, praising this, which is supposed to be a total enveloping sensory experience,
Yeah.
that's a good guy to
Yeah.
get.
I will tell you, I'm really excited, guys. I thought I wasn't gonna like Avatar when that came out, but I was
Yeah.
young. I mean, that movie came out 10 years ago now, the first one.
12,
13, 13 years
13.
ago.
13
Yeah.
years ago, and that was like the showrunner of its craft at the time. Like it was like using the best technology.
Mm-hmm.
So 13 years of technological advancements later, like I'm so excited to see this movie. I love the first one. The pop-ups in the movie theater did look really cheesy, I'll be honest, but I'm really hoping that the movie is not cheesy.
I'll look,
Well,
yesterday in preparing for the show, I just sat there and like on the IMDb page, which you're looking at now, all the images that they have there, these are official stills from 20th Century Studios for the movie. So they're
Mm.
super high resolution. And I've got like, I was using my 4K monitor that I use for, color calibrated and everything for graphics work. And I just had these images up. And there's like 100 of them, over 100 of them. And I'm just sitting there. And each image is like an absolute marvel in the sense that
Oh yeah.
look, I was looking at the details. Like I'm looking at how real the hair looks. I'm looking at the textures on the skin. I'm looking at like how photoreal. Like the first Avatar movie felt like it was photoreal. This movie looks in every, like I feel like I can just touch Jake Sully's face and be like, that guy
I see
looks
that and I can
real.
appreciate it. And I know a lot of work went into it, but I always go back to the idea of like live theater where, who cares? Or like an improv show where there's no props, no costumes. But if you're able to tap into people's imaginations, they can see and experience everything that you're doing. For me, this doesn't make it a better movie yet. If I go and for some reason I'm like, I felt like I was there, it was incredible, and the story was amazing, and I feel something in my. If I come back and I'm as we say, quelling over it, then I will.
So
I
it's
will eat
just
my
the
words.
storyline that you're worried is going to be lacking?
I
Is that
know it
what?
will be. I know it will be because the storyline in the first one was Pocahontas.
Yeah,
Oh,
but okay, I get that. But like the thing is, I never drew those comparisons until afterwards somebody pointed those out to me. Because
I was
in the
in the
yeah.
theater
moment,
thinking it,
like
and
when
I
you're
was and I
watching the
was
movie,
and I was 14, I
Yeah, I was
well,
think.
gonna
okay,
say, I was like, you were a baby
but
critic. You were a
but like,
harsh baby critic.
most people, okay, but
It's
there
in
are
the
most
blood.
people go to a movie and they just want to be enveloped by the experience. And I think on that level, the first Avatar delivered in spades. And I do believe that this one, at least I mean, look, the final trailer came out, just reacting to that trailer alone, they still are not really telling us what really is the story. And it just feels like you're going to have some level of repetition from what the first story, the original movie story was. Same idea, bigger scale, different kind of an ecosystem. They're more next to the water, like the way of water, like all that stuff. And you get a new, like, not a new species of Navi, but like a new race of Navi. You look at this image here on the screen right now. You have Jake and Neytiri on the right, and you look at the shade of blue that their skin is,
And they
and you
got
look at the shade of
tattoos.
blue on these other new characters, and the female character I know is played by Kate Winslet. And at this point in the movie, she's not pregnant, but you can see in other shots later that she is pregnant. So I don't know, like the time over the course of which this spans. Like, is it a few days or a few months or years. I don't know what drives like the family out of the jungle where they won in the last movie. Maybe the humans came back and like finally kicked them out, so now they have to go seek shelter with this new clan. But you know, this just, it looks like a visual marvel, and most people are gonna go there for that. And to me, that alone drove the first movie to 2.89 billion. It's the highest grossing movie of all time. And like it just, the re-release in China made $58 million. And China this week also announced that they're going to let this movie release in China. Whereas a lot of the big Hollywood movies, like the Marvel films, even like the
They
DC film, like
won't.
Black Adam,
Yeah.
a lot of those big movies have not played in China recently. Avatar, The Way of Water will play in China. And the kind of story
That's
this
big.
tells, where like capitalist humans coming in to take down, you know, the indigenous people and take over the lands and their resources, that kind of story will play so well in China, because like they love that over there, like the Communist Party and everything. But also the Chinese audiences love spectacle. And this movie is nothing if not spectacle. So I
Yeah.
can't wait, because
You know,
I am
you
very
can say that
curious how
again.
much money this movie is going to make. You know, is it going to be anywhere close to what the original did? That's my question.
Yeah, well, let us know what you think if you're watching this, and if you really do believe that it's nothing if not spectacle.
I would describe it as, I'm gonna give it a chance. I mean,
I
maybe you
am
guys
too.
will too. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it twice though. I'll probably see it once.
Why would
Maybe
you?
it's
Why
worth
would you
seeing
pay
twice.
for it twice?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just file it under a business expense, like in probably.
Sure.
I don't really like watching movies twice, and if I do, there's like time in between them.
There's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason.